So guys, I am here present, right? And I made this recent PDF, but I want to go over it in full detail in terms of it's you, not your offer, right? Why people can't get results on the TikTok platform. And in terms of the fundamentals, how I break this down is with TikTok, you can make organic content that goes viral, that gets a lot of engagement, that gets a lot of views, or you can make content that simply gets sales, gets people to stop scrolling, make an impulse purchase, to then get results to your store, to your brand, to whatever you offer. So, in today's video, I'm going to cover specifically 10 frameworks that will get you results, and then the storyline on how to get impulse purchases on the TikTok platform. So, on the content side of things, UGC is more important now than ever, not just basic Facebook stock footage. And the way I do that is simply by creating organic, like as mentioned, organic content is just made it go viral on the TikTok platform, but it's very different when a creative does get sales and it gets an impulse purchase. So, as mentioned in the storyline, the first 0 to 5 seconds, that's where we really intro and capture the attention of somebody who's scrolling on the feed to get them to stop scrolling. We do that through a variety of ways in terms of getting sales or shooting a piece of content that gets people to stop scrolling. But mainly, some of the frameworks I'm about to list here is a great way to get somebody to stop scrolling, to then go in depth, want to learn the brand more before they make a purchase. And then we pivot into hooking the people into staying longer. So as you know, attention span is very low in terms of how long a person can stick with a creative and follow the process and watch it all the way through. So that's why I say clips no longer than 20-30 seconds. But the way we hook somebody in is by, okay, we capture the attention in the intro, and then we pivot, and then we get them to align with the storyline. And then we bridge the gap from the hook, where, okay, from the intro, we capture the attention, we hook them in, we get them engaged, and then we bridge the gap into displaying the product where we have specific solution. So when we bridge the gap, we're mainly getting people to connect with a common problem in the market, and then they see the solution from the product when we list it and display it, and then we do it before and after just to carry the baseline of what life was before the product, and then after we give it a solution, and then we list a call to action to get them to buy. So that's a little breakdown of the framework that works in the space. But in terms of intro, right, we want to really give a background on what to expect. I mean, these are attention grabbers. They make it either uncommon claim or they display the content in a unique way that is different from what the consumer sees on their feed throughout just scrolling. So, as mentioned, that's just a little emphasis on intro. And then it has to tie into the next step as a hook. So hooks are in the first 5 to 10 seconds. It's after the intro pre-frame. So the hook gets the customer engaged with the content by getting them to consume and gives them a brief overview of what they're about to learn in terms of the rest of the creative, right? And we typically talk about the common problems in the market. And then with bridging the gap, we just connect the product to the hook and just show the solutions involved. So bridging the gap is 10 to 15 seconds. We either follow up, we follow any of the 10 story frames we're about to list here, or we go into deep examples of, like, you can have an unboxing video, you can have before and after, you can have different types of frameworks that really work well. But after we bridge the gap, it's very important that we have a call to action, not just any call to action, but when we want to get somebody to purchase, right, we want to create a feeling of scarcity. And the way we create scarcity is by simply displaying, like, for a limited time, check it out before it's too late, limited supply only, right? Because if we don't have scarcity or if we don't create urgency, people are just going to keep scrolling and keep going down their feed before they watch the next thing or they watch the next ad. So with that being said, I mean, the 10 frameworks that really work well, that are getting results as we speak, and you can check this through the Creative Center, you can check this through varieties of ways, but mainly it's a storyline that follows either unboxing videos, right? These are really good. It's simple, straight to the point, but gets people engaged, gets them solid results. Or we might do a website ordering process. People want to see how quick and easy it is to make a purchase on the product they desire. Or, should have known, I would have known this and would have done this sooner, right? Just creates that sense of urgency, as mentioned, and really mitigates, okay, I've been missing out on this product this whole entire time, it would have changed my life so much differently. And then another framework, I would have known this and done this sooner, or the website ordering process, right? You can have the influencer click on the specific website, scroll, and see how efficient it is to purchase the product. This really just shows the efficiency, easiness in terms of, okay, you see the product, you can scroll, you can click on the website and purchase it right away, right? People want to see that aspect of it, and they want to see, okay, how fast can I go and click on this product that I just see on the ad? Because sometimes, or most of the time, people have they're selling a specific product, but the link doesn't go straight to the product, and they just cause a lot of steps to then for the consumer to click on the website, find the product, order the size, right? Especially if you can just display the product, they're interested in that product, they click on the website and they get straight to it and they just enter their card details to make a purchase, right? We want to make sure that the customer journey is not extended and doesn't have 10, 15, 20 steps. And then simply, another hook is TikTok made me buy this, right? So this is an awesome hook to the intro, and it really just bridges the gap. Because if we say TikTok made me buy this, TikTok already has an authority as it is, as a platform. And then if we can just create that culture and that environment of, if this made me do this, then it's okay for me to go and purchase this right now, right? Or simply don't use this, use this instead. Great frame to offer a solution common in the market. And then, or as well as there's a point of view when you realize this instead of why. This can be more so where we're educating prospects, we're educating people. I waited X long to realize this, right? Same thing in terms of there's a problem in the market, we have a solution, we don't want to waste any more time to get there. Another solution, meet product this, right? This is where you want to give extensive research on the product and how it's different compared to everything else in the market. Tired of doing this? Check out what I found online. Still not happy about this? Check out why instead, right? So you can add your own spin to it, but these are the hooks and frameworks that are great to get people to stop scrolling to make a decision on any product they come across. So with that being said, right, you want to be different, you want to be unique, but you don't want to make the prospects go through difficult and more barrier entry steps. And then when it comes to having influencers choose these content, right, it's great to give them a script, it's great to give them a framework, but also you don't want them to sound like a complete robot. You don't want to make them, you want to give them some leeway so that they can have and bridge their own creativity to the specific product, to the brand. And I simply advise people to hire creators that align with the vision, align with the brand's goal, and ultimately can fund and take the brand's image to the next level. Hence why most brands hire influencers, because they want the creative dynamic of what they bring to the table. So with that being said, if you're interested, if you want this complete done-for-you system, let's hop on a call. We'd love to show you more on how I offer and how I scale brands on the TikTok platform. But if you do have any questions, feel free to let me know down below.